Perfect. Right, is there any more 6 that's around here? Oh, there's a little bit there. That's why we got it out. Might as well capitalize on it, I suppose. Yes. Okay. And then a little bit of 7. I know it seems silly because it's just that one little place there, but it just finishes off that part. So I feel like I can move on. Gonna check Mrs. PB if I'm able to come back. Not a problem, buddy. Not a problem. You know me. If you're in here, you're in. If you're not, you're not. I'm happy either way, bud. Just wipe these tears away from being left alone. Hang on. Oh dear. 2. Right. Okay. So we're going to do this number 3, number 1, and 19, I think, next. And then that should definitely make it look. I mean, look at it now. I'm just looking at it on stream now myself. It looks really good. And today has definitely been a day where you can actually see some real progress happening, which is lovely. So I like these parts of the paintings of where you can actually like really see it come together. It gives you that spur to just carry on. Well, it does for me anyway. Oh, too much. Oh, maybe not. I could just put that lump there and then over there. Yes, I'm gonna have to take painkillers soon, I'm afraid. Oh. One down there. Lovely. Perfect. Nothing wrong. Yeah, this is true. The problem is my pain meds are every bloody day, mate. I'm not going to moan. I know it sounds like I am. I've done enough of that already. But yeah, especially the pain meds that I take, they just make you feel lousy. And I'm going to have to take them because, yeah, I'm really starting to get in a lot of pain now, which is probably going to affect me streaming a little bit today. It's a pain, but you know, never mind. I'll get through it. Yes. So the plan is I was going to just go directly from the paint by numbers here to streaming again. But unfortunately, now I take it you have back issues. Yeah, I broke my back 28 years ago. And I take like high doses of morphine and what have you. So yeah, it's not great. There are people far worse off than I am. Far worse off. So yeah, I might have to just let these painkillers kick in and then come back later on, because I definitely want to play my summer car today. That's for sure. I have a few plans for that. I've also going to try and see if I can possibly watch a film with people today, which would be nice. There. There. But yeah, when I take what I take, it leaves you pretty monged out for a while. I'm not going to lie. Terrible back as well. 3 bulging discs, pinched nerves, 15 years of construction. But yeah, that'll do it to you. That'll do it to you. No fun, is it? And you move your arm and you realised how connected that is to your back. You move your toes and you realise how connected that is to your back. Your neck, your head. It's like it's just the central part of your entire body. And yeah, it's annoying, but like I said, there are people that are far worse off than me. And everything can always be worse. Plus, it's good to try and, stay positive and not to focus on the bad stuff. Because the bad stuff's never going to go anywhere, It's always going to be there. But it doesn't always have to be the focus of your attention. That's your choice. Lord Creed, I was thinking the same thing today. It could always be worse. Then I came here and I was 100% right. Well, I'm glad that I have at least exceeded your expectations, and made your train of thought correct. Welcome in, Lord Creed. How are you doing? Lovely to see you back. See what we did? See, look. I'm going to push that up a bit so you can see it a bit better. Look how far we've come, look. All the stuff and things have been happening today. We have made major strides in the art world. Bit here. Ding. Are those opium poppy? I couldn't tell you. All I know is they're a poppy. My granddaughter's name is Poppy, so that's kind of why I'm doing it. I don't have the necessary ingredients to test it, No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that anyway. Perfect. What's this? Yeah. Them along here. Up here a bit. Just nice seeing the picture come together. I think it's rewarding more than anything. It's I suppose it's the same thing you get from playing a game when you beat it. You kind of get that sense of achievement. And it's nice when I hear people turn around and say, "Oh, I couldn't sit there and do that. I ain't got the patience for it." But because I have, I feel like, okay, I'm doing something that not many people can do. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. Ain has left me in the rambling stage now. Not gonna lie. But it's hey. We do. We out here still. Yeah. Pop it up there. Perfect. There's a little bit number one there. So what are you up to today, Mr. Creed? Hey, Creed, are you into games like Diablo? I'm kind of guessing you're not. I'd be surprised if you are, though. You don't really strike me as that type of gamer. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Which, you know, happens occasionally. Not often, but occasionally. Let's have a bit of Ford now, I think. Bit of colour. Oh, nearly. Yeah. There's quite a lot of 4 actually. Yeah, should have done that number 1 in there, but never mind. We're doing this one now. I really wanted to, and I'm actually doing it now. I really wanted to make a real difference to this picture today, purely because I didn't get to this last week. So I'm kind of like really focused on doing this. I'm wondering whether or not I should use a bigger brush for that. I think I might actually use the bigger brush. I think I can get away with it, except for that piece there. Hang on, before I just do that, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get down there with the bigger one without just there. Perfect. That'll do. It's a little bit watery at the top, but that's all right because we're going to go over it again with a bigger brush. Don't think there's anything intricate on the other one. No, there isn't. It's handy. Right. Okay, let's grab this. Back in with that. Perfect. Right. Okay. Yeah, this paint just seems to be drying the second it comes out of the pot. It's pretty bloody annoying. Again, like I said, that's my fault. That's not a not on the seller. I think I've said this before, but the music I would normally be listening to would be like some kind of meditation music, something relaxing, like pan flutes or something in the background. And I keep saying that I actually need to find some non-DMCA stuff or DMCA stuff, whatever way you pronounce that, to play while I'm doing this. But nice and relaxing in the background. I'm actually surprised that, I mean, I don't have many views on YouTube when it comes to my paint by numbers, but I'm quite surprised over the people that actually have watched it. And I'm very humbled that the fact that somebody would watch an idiot like me doing paint by numbers. Even on Twitch, quite frankly. My wife said that, oh, who's going to want to watch you paint? Jeez. And it's like, everybody, it takes all sorts in this world. You know, just because you don't like something doesn't mean everybody's not going to like it. And it's so nice to have a bit of company, because like now I'm just not the crazy person that's up there upstairs talking to himself completely on his own. Which I won't lie to you, I have done. I have sat there and spoken to myself. I didn't do that just because I'm nuts. I did that because I wasn't really speaking to anybody much. Not going to give up. And I haven't so far, and I have no intentions of doing so. But I will say one thing for anybody that's out there that's suffering with anxiety, depression, and all the other stuff. You know, please don't get the opinion that this is easy, and you know, I'm just like this positive guy all the time, and I'm you know, oh, you're always doing this, and I have my days where I just can't, and on those days, don't beat yourself up about it. You know, just make sure the next day, as best as possible, is a day where you do stuff. Don't let it win, because that's all it wants to do is win. Eventually, one day, you'll find the cure. You'll find what works for you. And look at it this way. If you're doing something constantly, you can look back and just think, well, it hasn't been a complete waste of my life now, because I at least achieved things. I've done stuff. You know? That's just as important as well. Right, number 5. We're going to do a 5 there and a 5 there. Yeah. And I think we're definitely... look at all that. That's just... I think that's a huge amount of work done today. Which I'm very proud of. And also, there's something else I've noticed, right? Not a lot of men do paint by numbers. Not a lot of men do the 5D arts and crafts stuff either. Maximum, I figured you'd be using a crayon, but also thought you'd have 5 marks. Oh, welcome in, Max. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, unfortunately, I finished off the crayons. Give Puzzler a shout out as well. See what he was doing last. Did that work? Yes, it did. Doing good. Awesome. Awesome news. I was doing a number 5 and now I don't remember where it was. Yeah, that is number 5. I turned away to do that and now I don't remember where I was. That's alright. I think it was here anyway. Well, whichever, it's a number 5, so it's got to be done. So what you've been up to? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm having sleeping issues again, which is getting on my nerves. But you know, we out here, we still going, we doing, everything is Gucci. Fake it till you make it, right? That's what they say. Did I do 2? I said there was a number 5 and a number 5, didn't I? And I think I've only... Oh no, I've done it already. Perfection. Look at that. What do you think so far then, bud? Oh. Yeah, that's all you can do, really. I've been playing Diablo style games just lately because I didn't know. Because I used to love a game. I've said this loads of times. I apologise to everybody listening to me repeat myself all the time. But I used to play a game called Untold Legends, and I loved the game, and I could never find it again when I lost my PSP. And it turns out that it's just like, well, Diablo. So I've been getting hugely into those games with Grim Dawn, Diablo, PoE, Path of Exiles. So yeah, I'm having a great time. But then they brought out... and I really love the grind on that. I mean, I spent last night when I couldn't sleep and I woke up after 20 minutes. I spent hours on it last night just grinding it out. I love those style of games, but I am not. Well, I can't, but I'm not going to be buying Diablo for not £70. That is so much money, and of course I'd love to play it, but it's just so much money, and it's like, why? Oh, the double joysticks. That's cool, Pat. I like that. It's just so much money, you know, and then everyone's worried about the shop and the microtransactions and stuff. So I'm just going to play the content I've got already and leave it at that. But yeah, I love it. Do you play those kind of games or not? I don't know, should we do a little bit more? Let's do that little fine bit there because that's winding me up. So number 1. Where is it? Number 1 is here. Just that little fine piece there. Microtransactions are the worst. I mean, I get it. I get it. You know, you buy the game for whatever price it is when it comes out, and they give you a certain amount of content, right? And then, you know, you've got to be able to incentivize the company, because they're not doing this for free. You have to incentivize the company to actually create more content. And if they have to do that by microtransactions, you know, with cosmetic stuff, I've got no issue with that. I truly don't, you know. But when you can pay to get ahead in the game, to not have to grind the game, right, then I have an issue with it, because it's like, well, you know, just because you've opened up your wallet, you now have not enjoyed the majority of the game, because you've literally just skipped to a point of where you shouldn't be at. And I feel sorry for the person that does it. And it seems to be the culture. I have played Diablo, but a big fan. Are you not a big fan, or are you a big fan? Because I think that kind of style of game and franchise, I think it's amazing. That's why I've literally just downloaded anything to do with that style of gaming. I love the character building. I love the going around picking up the loot and the fights and stuff, and then just exploring dungeons. And yeah, I like it. And that's it. I meant not a big fan. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured that's what you meant. I'm used to talking to you, so I usually put on my twat filter, you know. I nearly went over the line there. You nearly got your own back without actually realising it. Do you like MMOs and stuff, though? Are you an MMO player? Like World of Warcraft, Black Desert, ESO, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14, that kind of thing. I think I just named them all. Not really. Yeah, I get you. When I was like 8. Well, the problem is I missed out on all of this, so I'm just discovering all of this lot now, to be honest. And it's just, my issue is, right, and this kind of flies in the face of what I was just saying about incentivizing companies to continue to release content for it and stuff. But I can't. The DayZ and G is about all I play. Yeah, or DayZ. I've said it so many times now, and I just need to jump in and do something about it. DayZ is one of them games that I've played for a little bit, just kept on dying, and then not actually worked out how to play it. But I understand that it must be a very good game, because it has a huge player base, and a lot of my friends play it as well. Maximum plays it a lot. So yeah, I guess I should give that a go at some point. I also want to give that what's that game? I'd say it's one of the best survival games, DayZ. So yeah, exactly. Everyone says it. I've never really heard anybody like say bad things about the game. So I'm thinking that I should probably really just, you know, decide that today's the day that I'm going to learn how to play it, and then just give it the time that it needs to do the learning curve. I also got Scum as well, because that game kind of intrigued me a bit. My issue is that with DayZ, it's a bit like Rust, right? Like, I could spend all of this time doing it, and then some twat, and I am using that correctly, who just wants to troll you, literally comes in, kills you, and takes everything that you've done. And I get that that's the point of the game, and that's fine for me. That's fine if it happens during like a battle. You know, if you've stolen something from somebody and they found you and they've killed you and taken your stuff, that's fine. But when someone's just doing it just because they just want to, because it's funny for them, not because it's like story driven or part of the game, that winds me up. It makes me not want to play it, you know? Play on an RP. So, yeah, well that's it. This is what I believe Maximum does. And he's been saying to me for a while now, just come on and he'll teach me. And I'm kind of overcommitted with other stuff at the moment. But and by the time I get around to doing it, everyone will have moved on to the next big thing, I would imagine. But I am going to learn it at some point. I might even do a stream of it. Come and watch an idiot play Daisy. I kind of like all of these indie games that I play. I love My Garage. It's a great game, that is. I love My Summer Car. Really, really enjoying playing Stardew Valley. I'm doing a playthrough currently of Hogwarts. Yeah, the RP server is a good place to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I know that Ellis invited me to a couple, which was nice. And apparently a few people know me in there. I don't know how. I've never been in there before. But yeah. So yeah, it is on my radar to do, I assure you. I've just got, like I said, I started off Stardew Valley in My Summer Car, and then I kind of wanted to get out of the habit of just playing something and then not completing it. So I've decided staunchly now that I'm going to complete those games. Till I found out they were kind of incompletable. So then I just decided to change my mind and then just do the story. And then after that, I'll play it at my leisure, but I can then move on to another game on the stream. So it's stubbornness from my side. But I feel like it's going to make me, a better streamer if I actually stick to what I'm saying, because I become that guy that, you know, if I say something, I do it, you know? And I think that goes a long way to making trust with your community and other people and stuff, and in life, of course. You can't trust Ellis. Really? I mean, who knew you couldn't trust Ellis? What a shocker. 17. What 17? 17. Oh. Okay. Give it a bit of that. I feel like we've really done a lot today so far. And I'm very happy with what we've done. I'm happy everybody's joined in now, to be honest. It's really lovely to have you all in here. You know that you guys all make my days better, don't you? I tell you all the time anyway, but you really do. And the thing is, for me, is I can actually prove it because I'm not paid to do this stuff. I don't earn any money for doing this. You know, I do this because I enjoy it and I love talking to you all. Now, is that a 20? That looks like it's a 20, isn't it? Is it a 20? Where's the 20 gone? 20. Oh, right. The light one. I just wish you were better painted, to be honest. Do you know what? We share that in common. Oh, no, don't go over there. There's a bit of 20 here. I mean, my painting skills are legendary in these parts. Talking about. Could you do something like this, Max? Or would you ever do something like this? Most people say no. That they could do it, but they just wouldn't. Did move my chair really. Do that bit because I went a little bit over the line. But it's all right. We like that. We call that the rustic look. You know, it's a real living organism. It doesn't conform to society's perception. It's an anarchist painting. Honestly, I've said this thousands of times. I find these really relaxing and they really help me, especially with my issues that I've got and stuff. But yeah, I really enjoy it. I've just seen a 15. I've just seen that's a colour bit. Let's do a colour bit very quickly. A bit there. Okay, let's whack you in here because you are a bit of colour. And colour is always nice. Colour always makes you feel good. It's very weird at how it actually works and affects the brain, colour. It's kind of amazing. I apologise for the hissing in the audio. It is hot as hell in here, and I have the fan on. And that is NVIDIA Broadcast basically muting the sound of the fan whilst giving it a hiss. And I figured it's the lesser of two evils whilst I have to have it on. Look at that. Perfect. I'm happy with it. Very happy with that. I think that was a lot done. So 2 hours, bloody hell. Who knew? Well, I don't think my back is going to allow me to do much more, unfortunately, because my back is absolutely killing me right now. I was going to just dive into another game. I was going to dive into My Summer Car, but unfortunately, with my back being as bad as what it is at the moment, I don't believe that that's going to be an option for me. I'm going to have to take some painkillers, let the effects kick in, and then come back on. I'm hoping that I come back on because I wasn't able to yesterday because of being tired, which is a bit of a pain. But you know, each day has its own trials and tribulations. You know, you just got to get on with it, ain't you? But I just want to say thank you so much for everybody joining me today and being here. You're all amazing. I think the world of you all, and the fact that you come and watch me no matter what I'm doing just really makes me feel really good about myself. It truly does. And I don't just say that for fluff for people. You know, I genuinely mean it. So I don't know how many people are in here, but we're going to just share the love to somebody else that, you know, that may not have a lot of views. I don't know how many we got. Let's the 7. Yeah, we'll do 7. So we'll go raid /7 bloody name _1_7. Right. That's right, isn't it? Yes, it is. And I will catch you all a bit later on today with a bit of luck. Fingers crossed, because I really want to come back. See you all soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. You too, buddy.